Welcome once again to some 0K action. It's going to be 1 versus 1 this time on the Red Comet map. Voice deciding to screw up there for a second, but there you go. So yes, 1 versus 1, myself, Lightman versus Exploit, and just skip the pre-game chatter actually, screw it. So it looks like on the right we'll have Exploit, and on the left we'll have myself, Lightman. So he's got a recon commander of some description, and I've got a battle engine seer of some description. So actually, I'm going for a quick comm morph, while my opponent is not though, so nothing too unexpected there. Light vehicles, wait a minute, light vehicles versus, okay, light vehicles as well, so okay. Nothing unexpected there either for that matter. So I'm going to be starting off with a couple of darts and a mason. Opponent's going to be starting off with a mason and a few darts. So relatively similar starts, although he's actually going to have a few more darts to say the least. We'll see what difference that makes. My commander has also been morphed up as well, and he's going to get the shotgun and the auto repair system. So we'll be able to push a little bit with him. And let's see, where is everyone's stuff going? So my darts are going to be going around. His darts are just going to be actually on fight move. Interesting, they should be used for scouting first, in which case they should be just be using a movement order, but there you go. They're just going to be fighting their way around the map and doing a great job, I'm sure. Well, actually, I might be able to get a couple of pod shots on this metal extractor. Probably won't be able to kill it, but we'll see what happens though. Well, so we've got the dart from Exploit coming in, and he's taking a couple of shots. This Mex is probably going to go down. My battle engine seer, he's not doing anything. And it even gets away scot-free. Unbelievable. One of my own does get taken out, and the other one I think manages to survive. Yeah, not really doing much damage of my own to say the least, but there you go. So switching from that to Scorches on repeat, and so my opponent is going to be going for, well, he's not actually repeating anything, he's going for Scorches, Mason, Darts, another Mason, then Scorches. So he's playing it like a game of StarCraft almost. Also doing a little squiggle here to indicate something or other, not really too sure what, but there you go. You can see Scorch is going to be spotting the darts as well. Actually, this is a very good opportunity for me to take them all out, in fact. And in fact, I can actually kite them, bizarrely enough. And there we go, going to at least take out Exploit's darts pretty freaking easily. Well, okay, he does manage to get the other one out of there eventually, but interesting. He's actually, yeah, he's still got darts in the build queue. Kind of surprising actually. As myself, yeah, microing my dart around a bit, but unfortunately I stopped paying attention to him, gets taken out pretty easily. Actually, just have a look at radar. My opponent's radar, okay, he's got his quarter of the map, and as myself, I don't have any radar. I'm actually relying completely on line of sight. A bit of a stuff up on my behalf, but there you go. Interesting. And it should be interesting actually to see how well the Scorcher does versus all this dart, and he seems to be doing very admirably actually, wow. Takes it down with basically no damage, so very good defense for the Mason, if I do say so. Although, of course, if we get attacked by Scorches, it'll be a different matter altogether, but yeah, there you go, the Mason at least has got a bit to reclaim before he just continues building on. Sounds good to me. So opponent, he does have, well, I wouldn't say he's got a contain, he's got a bit of a soft contain set up with his Scorches. I mean, he could actually move in with both of them and take out the Scorcher, the Mason, and then basically just try to rampage a bit from my base if he wants to, but nope, he's not going to be doing that. Instead, we actually got Scorchers versus Scorcher battles, and thankfully, because one was driving away, actually manages to exploit its position against Exploit's Scorcher, managing to take it out pretty easily, just because it was driving away from its own shots like that. Very nicely done, if I do say so myself. Could do with some defenses here actually, and this Mason is not actually going to be building any defenses at all. Naked expanding, and it's a very risky maneuver. And here we go, here's the radar, actually in a bit of a depression, but anyway, here's the radar, and yeah, it's a bit risky to be expanding without any protection here, but well, we'll see what happens actually. My opponent, on the other hand, having a hell of a time versus my own Scorch, is just going to be driving around, taking out the Mason, took out a couple of other things here and there. Actually, great if I can take out the radar. Yep, managed to take that out as well. And the slasher, oh my god, Exploit screwed up on the micro a bit there. What he needed to do, he needed to get it to stand still and to fire the Scorcher that way, but whatever, it gets taken out anyway, so there you go. More Scorchers versus Scorcher combat, and Battle Engine C going to be coming in, so it looks like I'm going, whoa, okay, definitely going to be going for a bit of a comm push actually, just getting them to continually build up though. This is going to be a bit tricky to get this to actually work. He's still a Battle Engine seer, but we'll see what happens though. He does have his shotty out, and well, we'll be able to take care of these Scorchers at the very least. The Slasher will be a bit trickier because he can move much faster than the Commander and he outranges him, so going to be a bit tricky. I should be able to use the Rex to my advantage though. I think the Slasher, yeah, he's going to have a bit of trouble hitting my Commander through the Rex. He's still managing to get a few shots off him though. Got a nice little clear path right there. Sucks, what can you do? A couple of Scorchers of mine coming in. Should be able to get rid of the Slasher relatively easily while he's distracted by my Battle Engine Seer. I'm pretty sure he will not change targets. Yeah, I think we'll just keep going straight for this. And there we go, just diving straight on that. Down he goes, losing one Scorcher. Nope, not even losing a single Scorcher. Managing to actually do great retreat micro versus exploit Scorchers. Managing to get some free shots on them, essentially. And Battle Engine Seer managing to finish them off. I gotta love it. Opponent's still going to continue pressuring me though. As you can see, definitely trying to draw up a front line with the Lotus and a couple of defenders. Looking at the bottom left though, still managing to expand, and yeah, this is completely naked expansion. He could raid this out very easily. I mean, the single Scorcher is basically there just to defend against darts, really. And yeah, he could really raid if he wants to, and so can I for that matter, actually. But no, we're both very much focused on what's happening at the top. Just having a look, actually, I do have a very slight metal lead on my opponent, but he's got an energy lead on me, actually. Very interesting asymmetry there, to say the least. Scorchers trying to do a bit of damage and won't be able to even take out a defender. Should have actually just tried to dive straight on that rather than going for the Lotus there, but what can you do? Commander's going to push up instead, and yep, this is level 2 now, so high power servos and high density plating. Yep, he's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass for the opponents to take out, as you can see. Just going to be able to basically tank all that damage. He's down to half health though. That is going to be a bit of a worry, but he will be able to take out quite a bit actually. So as long as I can keep him alive, that should be alright, hopefully. Wow, actually one-shotting that Lotus, so actually I think I might have weakened him beforehand, maybe, I don't know. But in any case, it's time for him to retreat. I'm not morphing him though, probably with a good reason, because I probably don't expect him to live. And what do we have coming out? Well, still got Scorchers coming out, and a Mason, so nothing too unexpected there. Scorchers were for some reason lingering around the base, a bit of a miss micro there by myself. And yeah, it looks like this guy's just going to naked expand around. There we go, finally I'm going to be going for a bit of raiding myself. Only one Scorcher though, should have sent up a couple to handle whatever defenses they come across. Okay, this defender needs to be built, but anyway. But there we go. And the Commander, he lives to fight another day. He's actually at 37% health. Bit of a screw up on my behalf, not on actually, I should have been getting him to do something. There we go, finally getting him to reclaim, build a mechs, and then some radar, just to get a bit more coverage. My opponent, his coverage is still basically in his... No, he actually has not rebuilt his radar, so he's going in completely blind. A bit of a stuff up on his behalf as well, actually. Well, stuff up's happening everywhere, it seems. But then again, I suppose we're both relative newbies at the game, so there you go. The Commander is again getting to low health. He's still managing to survive pretty easily now. The Lotus is going to be able to get into play and firing over the wreckage pretty easily. He's got a nice little high point to fire from. The Commander, on the other hand, he's near death. He's still surviving, and there's plenty of wreckage here to be had. And thankfully for myself, I'm the only one who's actually reclaiming it. Although, okay, I was saying that, but no, Exploit is actually going to be reclaiming as well. So, Commander is definitely on his last legs, though. Definitely needs to be very, very careful. Bam, still managing to blow the crap out of everything, though. Exploit's Commander only now just going to be morphing. Should be interesting to see what it'll be, actually. My Commander's still at level 2. Yeah, probably getting more units wouldn't hurt, actually. And there we go, finally starting to get levelers up to go up against the Scorchers that my opponent just seems to keep on sending in. And never mind, the leveler might actually be able to take out the Commander. Just one more shot. There we go. I don't think I was even marking that, but there we go, managed to take him out nonetheless before he even morphs to level 1. Not bad. So my opponent's going for a rather interesting mixture of what appears to be mostly, okay, the Caretaker, but anyway, Caretaker pumping in a bit of build power, not to build plower. So he was going for Slasher / Scorchers, now he's switched over to Slasher, Leveler, and Ravager mix. Well, let's see how that works out. The Leveler should have no trouble versus the Slashers, provided they can get close enough. But with the amount of Slashers that are around here, yeah, it's not going to be able to do too much. Would have been great if he could take out the Scorcher, but there we go. Good news at the very least is that the Commander is alive. He's actually morphing, and I've actually got 2 Masons on him repairing, interestingly enough. Actually, I should not get him to attack. I should just get him to keep moving forward continuously. But okay, well, there we go. He's actually just going to be supported by Masons, strange enough. And they're basically keeping his health, well, pretty much constant, really. once he gets to level 3, should get a second shotty if I remember correctly, and maybe something else as well. I can't quite remember. Now my opponent is actually going to be getting his own levelers and all that out. He really needed to raid though, and he needed to expand as well for that matter. It seems that once I got rid of his initial... Actually, wait a minute. Oh. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it looks like once he got his radar destroyed as well. Actually, well, he never got it back. And once the builder that was taken out down here, once it was taken out, should I say, okay, he's expanding now, but he really delayed that by quite a bit. I've been naked expanding basically for half the time, but even after all that, my opponent is still managing to pressure me quite a bit. The commander, my god, he's going to be taking his time freaking morphing, that's for sure. Oh no, hey, that's because he's at level 3. Okay, so what does he get? So second shotty, auto repair system, area shield, and high density plating, high power servos as well. So definitely going to be very hard to destroy. Plenty of health, an area shield, no personal shield for some reason. But there you go. Opponent definitely is... well, okay, I've got pretty much I've got map control, but it's very soft map control. A single freaking dart would be able to, or actually maybe a few darts just to do a bit more quickly, would be able to take out all these expansions with very little effort actually. But there we go. I'm trying to raid myself with a Scorcher, and there we go. Yep, now Exploit is going to know exactly what's happening. He's going to be seeing these. Well, his builder's only going to be seeing these 2 expansions, but he's going to be building a Lotus nonetheless. I really need to be reacting to that. Hopefully I will, but at some point. And there we go, look at that. Area shield is next to the zip, and yet it's doing a great job versus the missiles on that slasher. Very nicely done indeed, managing to block everything while the levelers come in. Kind of funny how they can just sort of blow each other backwards like that. Not bad, and even distracting the Ravager with a slasher, very nice. Just diving it like that, kind of taking advantage of its weakness to raiders there, and yeah, another leveler coming in, but yeah, it's a little bit too little too late really. Just having a look here, I definitely have a massive economic advantage in fact, and yeah, it looks like I did manage to take out the Mason, the Lotus as well. The Lotus there was being built as well. I think I took him out possibly with the Scorchers, and he is down. Incredible. So he actually ended up getting the Complete Annihilation Award and the Big Purple Heart, but I got Spoils of War and Mineral Prospector. And yeah, actually not too shabby pushing forward with the commander as well actually, and also taking out his commander definitely helped me out quite a bit there, and of course the naked expansions as well. If my opponents did some raiding, that would have helped him immensely, but there you go. I shall see you all next time.